What are the important parameters in NC programming? There are different strategies: roughing, semi-finishing, finishing. Let me start with design stock. Design stock is our own final design, which needs to be as an output. So to remove the material to get the design stock, we will create one small rectangular block, or as per the offset of the existing design stock, we will create one rough block. That rough block carries different operations. Suppose on the top surface I have 5 mm extra material to be removed on the rough stock. To get the design stock surface, what I will do, I will follow three types of strategies. Roughing, 5 mm, out of that I will try to remove 4 mm through roughing operation with high speed. Remaining 1 mm I will try to remove 0.9 mm on the semi finishing strategy. Then final 0.1 mm I will go for finishing once again. This helps me to save the machining time. Along with that, I will get the proper surface finishing if I finish 0.1 mm in the finishing process instead of going 10 mm at the same time for finishing process. Fixtures are nothing but to handle the workpiece. Feed rate and spindle speed are connected to the tool. Whatever we are using the tools to cut the workpiece or to machine the rough stock, these tools needs to be selected as per the designed parameters. Suppose if you take the radius, one of the corner radius is 5 mm, I cannot use more than 5 mm tool diameter. So that is where I have to order the tools to the manufacturer. My design is like this. I have to order or make using the program for cutting the workpiece with 5 mm. So where you have to check always the tool selection, and once the tool is manufactured, the tool supplier will give you a list. This is the maximum feed rate and spindle speed needs to be used for the tool, otherwise it will break. And these are the materials which you can cut, because tools, there are different types of tools which will cut soft materials, which will cut hard materials, which will do roughing operations with little harder tool capacity, and semi finishing might be little smoother or softer. Finishing are further softer and very thinner with less diameters. So that is where different strategies will come into the picture, and feed rate and spindle speed also will carry over accordingly. And NC code is a numerical control code which generally, once we give the different operations, computer will try to give us a automated code which will be imported to the real machines. Machining tolerance is one of the key area. Whenever we give the strategy like different machining operations, we have to select our own machining tolerance to get the smoother output. Post processor and controller are which integrated inside the machine to read the programs. So there are different types of post processors. Each machine company will follow different types of post processors like ICAM, IMS, CINIT and so on. And controllers are like FANUC example. And coming to machining axis, we have to be very cautious while selecting the machining axis. When it comes to the machining, as per the real machine, if it is horizontal, how much distance that particular machining axis vertically it is away before starting the operation, that is included in the Z value. So machining axis and Z value will play a key role, along with approach and retract. Approach is one of the example of tool coming towards the workpiece. Retract is tool going away from the workpiece. So types of NC machining. There are different types of NC machining. Prismatic 2.5 axis. It will move 3 axes, but only 2 axes can move together. One will be fixed. And surface machining, 3 axis, it will have 3 linear axes XYZ, which moves the tool at the same time XYZ. Multi-axis, where 4 axis and 5 axis will come into the picture. Tool will move in 3 linear axes along with any one of the rotatory axis. It can be turntable or it can be spindle head. But coming to 5 axis, there are 3 rotatory axes followed by combined with 3 linear axes. So out of this 3 rotatory axes, any 2 of the rotatory will be connected to this 3 linear axis while tool movement. Computer aided manufacturing. As we said, CAM is the use of software and computer controlled machinery to automate the manufacturing process. Till now we discussed how we can automate, and also it allows the machines to create objects directly from computer designs and software rather than engineers having to set up the machines and process manually, which really helping the manual process to replace to the computer aided manufacturing process. And post processing also converts the tool parts into a language machines which can be understandable. As I said just before, parameter post processor will help to communicate between the software generated program and the post processor integrated inside the machine. CNC machines can then turn the raw material into a finished product with the help of NC programs what we feed. What are the steps involved in CAM? Once the design model is brought into the CAM interface, we will generate the operations based on the tool availability as per the design stock on the rough stock, and we will generate the tool paths. We will simulate and validate all the operations along with tool path, whether any collisions are there, any fast feed rate is there, whether the finishing is proper or not. Then we will take it as an output by generating the NC codes. The same NC codes will be imported to the NC machines, and the machining will be carried over on the workpiece of the rough stock using the imported program. So there are different types of prismatic machinings. It can be 2 or 2.5 axis. As I said, the main characteristic of prismatic machining is that motion of the cutter is restrained to a plane in 2 axes, that is orthogonal to the spindle axis. One axis will be orthogonal and the tool will be followed in the plane. It can be facing, pocketing, plunging, groove milling, trochoid milling. Coming to surface machining for 3 axis, these are few of the operations for surface machining. Roughing operations are roughing, plunge milling strategies to remove the material immediately, and semi finishing and finishing operations are like sweeping, 4 axis curve sweeping operations, Z level like vertical level operations, isoparametric machining, spiral milling, and so on. And few of the finishing operation is dedicatedly probing. There are several multi-axis machining fundamental point of view. If you see, there are several multi-axis machining process which it will be addressed in total 3 linear along with 2 rotatory axis. There are few of the advanced machining processes, particularly if you see, it has been defined for especially customized structural parts with respect to flanks on 5 axis for aerospace industry. And multi-axis helix machining is one of the Example for helix toolpath for entire turbo machinery blade. So what are the benefits of CAM? It reduces the NC programming time. It corrects and gives us first time right without any collisions, and optimize roughing strategies with respect to hard materials, and better surface machining quality, faster machining time and collision free tool paths. What are the skills required to enter or to start with any CAM process? They should have a knowledge on machining process, they should have knowledge on drawing reading, tool nomenclature, GD&T and G codes and M codes. Few of the OEMs using CAM software: Airbus, Boeing, Bombardier, Wilfit, Safran and so on. Let us continue with our demonstration of the aircraft packet.